please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Tech Mahindra has just come out with a strong set of numbers for the fourth quarter. The management is addressing the media. Let's cut across.
So this, I think, a significant round. Our cash and cash balances stood at 7,777 crores for FY18. With healthy cash position during the year, the board was glad to propose a significant increase in the dividend to 14 rupees a share as against 9 rupees a share given last year. We have upped our dividend by an additional 5 rupees. The total dividend of 14% should result in a payout ratio of 43%, which is, by our measure, pretty high. Our total headcount for FY18 was 112,807. We are now operating at our highest utilization of 84% and have had a 3% improvement this year. Our attrition was stable at 18%. Coming to the broader economy, there has been a positive movement upwards. The IMF in its recent outlook has predicted a global economic upswing which will result in a stronger global growth and an uptick of 3.9%, which globally is supposed to be pretty decent. Mirroring the position of the economic outlook, the global IT spend we expect will be promising and will have an upward trajectory. Gartner expects the global spend to grow to 6.2%. Gartner expects the global spend to grow to 6.2%, which is the highest annual growth in forecast since 2007. So this shows the optimism which is coming into the technology world. Is partly due to greater application of technology. Technology has become an integral part of all economic endeavor, but more importantly, there is a change in the nature of technology, and that itself is generating new growth for companies like ours. Before I conclude, I wanted to highlight a couple of recognitions. Tech Mahindra has been identified as a global leader for action and strategies. Let me talk to you directly. We are increasingly seen as technology leader in a number of areas. Our greatest strength has been that we have, over the period, and so CP will talk about it at greater length, our greatest strength has been that we have been hugely flexible, innovative, and understand the new technological matter, with the result that increasingly our services are being sought for in multiple segments of technology and industry. So we expect to continue this optimistic trend. We expect that our growth will continue to be rigorous. Along with that, we have made a significant difference and significant improvement in our profitability. That too we will talk at greater length when CP comes here. So net, I would say that we have ended the year well, and we look forward to growth and improving results as we go forward. CP.
Hi, good evening, everybody. FY18 results I think we need to go back exactly a year ago when I stood in front of you and had said my priorities or Tech Mahindra priorities for FY18 will be focus on operating matrix. Number 2, to focus on digital platforms. And number 3, to transform the skill base of the organization. Now, these 3 priorities, I think it is time to now read out a scorecard. On operating matrix, I mean, Vineet just shared with you in rupees our performance. Clearly, a 5.5% jump in EBITDA in 1 year. I think we are very, very happy that we grew our EBITDA from 12% to 17.5%. That we as an organization have been able to grow our business year on year approximately 10%. I think it speaks for itself that our operating metrics, our focus on operating metrics is worked very, very well. Number 2, we had spoken about investing in platforms. That we invested in a customer experience management platform. We invested in a digital transformation company called Bio. That we built some of the most stylish cars or most stylish products by reinventing the front end, by investing in Pininfarina. Or number 3, that we created platforms, whether they were platforms for network of the future. We created platforms in cybersecurity. We recently had that platform launched in, the cybersecurity platform launched in Pune. The network of the future product was showcased to the analyst on 10th of April, 11th of April in Hyderabad. Clearly shows that we as an organization continue to focus on digital platforms which will be offered as a product as a service or process as a service, and those products are AI enabled. Those products are, continuously learning, which is called the machine learning. I think I'm very, very happy that those products are finding a lot of acceptance in the market. Our reskilling program or the new Tech Mahindra program continues to be a big hit. It's not only just the classroom training. We have tied up with edX. This is the MIT, platform, and we have also tied up with some other companies where our graduates or our people are getting a chance to learn not only at their pace, but actually participate both in classroom learning as well as digital learning. So we're quite happy with the progress that we've been making. Just to give you an highlights of FY18, BFSI has grown, particularly I'm coming into the quarter right now. The BFSI has grown 18.6%. This is for the year, right? This is for the financial year 18. BFSI has grown 18.6%. Manufacturing grew 14.7%. Healthcare, of course, grew the fastest because we also had, a new focus through HCI. Similarly, we have also seen that your company closed down LCC more than $100 million worth of business. I mean, we had told you that we will be right-sizing some of the LCC business, and despite of closing down that $100 million plus LCC business, Communication Group has remained more or less flattish over the year. I mean, there is a marginal degrowth, but I think it is just about flattish. Overall, the deal momentum seems to be good. Our digital revenue has grown 35% year on year. It's grown to 27% of the revenue. In FY18, we added 70 active customers. And I think that going ahead, we are now focusing very, very hard on what we call the TechM Next program. The TechM Next program is all about being able to build an ecosystem where we are able to bring in our alliance partners like Microsoft or an SAP or an Oracle or Cisco or Hewlett Packard on one end, bring in a startup ecosystem. We have equity relationship with about 8 or 9 startup players. We have invested majorly in a cloud platform called FixStream. So all we are doing is that building together an ecosystem and serving to our 1,000 customers as an integrated service offering through the platform. And it is being custom built for the customers, and it is finding a fair amount of reception. So our focus during FY18 on one end will continue to deliver you, results, both on the operating metrics and the growth. But more important is, I think, we are investing a lot of our time and energy in what we call as TechM Next. That is building the future of Tech Mahindra. I could also share with you, and these are more or less announcements. We are setting up 3 centers of excellence, one in Silicon Valley. Some of them are tie-ups with the university. We are also doing a center of excellence in Israel. And overall, I think that Tech Mahindra will continue to take leadership in cyber security, in blockchain, in AI, and the IoT or the connected devices platforms. Overall, I think if you want me to go back and share how did we get that 5.5% growth in EBITDA, what is it that we will continue to do to focus on the focus on the operating margins, I think it is going to be AI and automation inside, AI and automation outside, which means inside we were going to use bots and some of our technology platform to improve our productivity. And similarly, we are looking at also focusing fairly hard on integrating and taking the synergy benefits from some of the companies that we have acquired. So this year the focus is going to become, the last year the focus was in integrating. I think this year the focus is going to be in driving synergy benefits from our portfolio companies. Clearly, our focus on utilization, our focus on yield management has resulted in this 5.5%. I think there are a lot more to be done. So I can only say is that we have had a good year. Are we satisfied? I would say no. There is a lot more to be done. And we as a company, we as a management team are committed to continue to look for new opportunities, to look for new geographies, to look for, providing solutions which are unique and which take advantage of our heritage in communication business. We have some of the best quality networking engineers. We have some of the best quality communication engineers, and I think there is no solution without networking and communication, and we will continue to synergize and continue to deliver platforms which we call as TechM Next.